Hello, my beautiful African people. Welcome back to Hail and Ride YouTube channel. I'm your Bratan Don Multa. Today we're gonna talk about why some or most passport bros are not gonna find love in Africa, and what they should do if they want to find what they are looking for in Africa, which is a good woman to settle down with. I believe for some of you who don't know what passport bros is all about, let me break it down for you. Passport bros are black African American men who most of the time were unable to find a mate or a wife in America. But I think you can include the black people that are born in Britain as well. They couldn't find a woman to, get married to. So they're going to different parts of the world looking for women that will accept them. Because most of them said that the women in their country couldn't accept them because of one reason or the other. And they go to Africa, they come to Africa, some of them come to Africa looking for a woman. And some travel to South America, Colombia, Brazil, Thailand, Philippines, or even Europe, looking for women that are not from their own country because their women couldn't accept them. And some of them are bitter in their heart because of the stuff like that. And let me put another caveat to this, because it's not only that their woman doesn't accept them. Maybe some of them doesn't like the way their woman, they think their woman is behaving. They think they are behaving badly. And some of them, when they are going out, they start having a dig at their woman, blaming their woman for their problem of, getting a woman in their country. But sometimes you look at what they're saying, I listen to them, and you can't keep blaming women for the way they are behaving, because what they forget to understand is that it's men that's the standard for women. It's not, if you allow women to set standard, you're gonna get lower standard. But if men set standard and enforce it, like in Africa, men set standard. Most of African men will not marry or even date a single mom. But in the West, you see that even a woman with 3 children or 4, they see men looking for them to date them or even marry them. But in Africa, you don't see men doing that, because we set the standard and we enforce it, because we talk to each other. If you go ahead and do such a thing, you marry a single mom, maybe with 2 children in Africa, your mate will be, slagging you off. That's the way it is in Africa, men. I think in other parts of the world as well, because if you go to Afghanistan, you don't see an African man that grew up in Afghanistan going to marry someone with kid, an Afghan woman that with kid. That's not from him. Doesn't happen. But I'm not saying, as I'm using Afghanistan as an example, I'm not saying that I support, the way the Taliban treat their women. But I'm just using an example. So let me come back to the topic of the day of why some of them cannot get a good woman in Africa. Because African women love differently because, if you carry the talking point in the West and travel to Africa, you get the wrong attention. Because most of the time they say, when those passport bros, they are looking for choosing signals, It's not about choosing signals in Africa. If you go by choosing signals, you get what you want. That's why most of them, now they're saying if you go to Africa to get married, if you're an African American, don't bring your African woman to America, because if you bring her, she will leave you. But if you marry a good African woman, take her anywhere, she will not leave you. I'm telling you that. But the thing is that you have to learn the culture of where you are going to get a woman. Because in our own culture in Africa, women love difference than the West. Because for you to get a good woman in Africa, you have to, I think, settle down there like at least more than 1 year or 2 years. You can't just go there for 1 month and get someone and think that the person is gonna stay with you. You're definitely gonna get a wrong woman, because our African women or ladies, but if they keep seeing you go to market, they see you on the road, they keep seeing you in a particular location. Maybe you live in a location and there's women there. There's women everywhere in Africa, and they keep seeing you. If they like you, you don't even need a choosing signal. Most of them will tell you, or will make you know that they have feelings for you, and from there you can start talking to them and getting to know them. But it doesn't happen in 1 month or 2 months or 3 months. You have to stay there for a while. But if you're just going there just to stay 1 month and say you find a beautiful African queen, yeah, you might find a wrong person, and you're gonna get disappointed. And sometimes, some of them travel to Africa, they just want to impose themselves on women. It doesn't work out that way. Just relax. Don't be in a hurry. Because I know one of the passport bros, called Austin Holloman. He went to Africa. I think he stayed in most of African countries. He traveled to Kenya, Ghana, different parts of Africa, So he's looking for a woman, but after when he's about to leave Africa, he started to, talk bad about our African women, which is bad because, you go to Africa, you went to different countries, and you came in contact with a woman there, and you start to talk bad about them. It's too bad, because now it's not the problem of women. Now you are the problem, because back in the United States, you are saying that those women there are not good, and you bring the same stuff in Africa, say those African women you met are not good, because you are getting the wrong attention from those women, from those people. You never sit down, never stay one place for 6 months or 1 year to get to know the culture and the people, and you can choose a nice woman. And if you take her anywhere, she's not gonna leave you. But if you're in a hurry, to just flying into Africa and go and start looking for choosing signals, you're definitely gonna attract a wrong woman, and you'll be disappointed. And another thing I want to add is that you guys should treat African women with respect. If you want someone to respect you, you should respect those people and respect their culture, where they're coming from. So most of you will not find love in Africa, except if you do this. As I said, you have to settle down in Africa at least for 1 or 2 years. Take your time. Don't be in a hurry. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and like our video. It makes us reach more people. And please help us get to 100 subscribers, please. That magic number, let's get there. Thank you for watching. Peace.